We're live on Law Nation Network. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. As the room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content. Sharing is caring, by the way. Salute to all of the notification squad all the way up. Let's get it. Come on. This will be a live interaction show. So with that being said, the link is in the description box. It's Friday. Come on, baby. One way or another.
Ready? Running from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and what? Come on. Hey. Yo. Come on. Come on. Who running? Who running? All right, Cowboys Nation, man, I appreciate everybody, man. The Cowboys off season, heading into the draft. Thoughts? Now, granted, we all angry. We all frustrated. We all want what's best for this team. And on top of that, it is what it is because the Cowboys, every year when we do our research, we see that they do the exact same thing, expecting different results. And that is a definition of, can you guys put that name down in the chat? Because I need to know, man, what's that definition is. Yeah, I need to know. I want to know. I got to know. Damn. Yeah, I need to know, man. Come on with it. Come on. Wait a minute.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Yeah. My guy, what's good? Insanity! Oh, yes, indeed. Hey, Coach Maul, man, what's good, man? Hey, jump in. The link should be, let me pull it up on my YouTube and pin it to the top, man. I appreciate everybody. This will be an interactive show, so for those who want to be a part of this, just let me know. Just click that link right there, and boom, here we go. It's pinned to the top now on my YouTube page. So if you guys having issues, with that, just let me know. All right, so back to business. I get it. This is what I posted earlier today. I posted the video yesterday of Deuce Vaughn working out, right? And there's a ton and a gang of people angry and upset. And they said, Law, man, Law, why are you hyping up little Rex? I can't take this no more, man. We them boys, man. Why you hyping up little Duval? Oh, excuse me, Deuce Vaughn. Why you hyping him up? And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. I'm not hyping the dude up. I'm just showing the absolute way to work out on certain things. And shout out to my guy 300. I want to see him grow and do all of these good things over here for the community. Not just for the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. You know, these guys are business people, man. They working with things over here. So when we start to think of the small things, it is what it is. Now, granted, he wasn't the only one out there working. DeAndre Swift was working. A whole bunch of other running backs were working, you know. So it's not just the Cowboys that work out during the offseason. But there are a gang of Cowboy fans that get angry. So here's the thing. If you see a player at a vacation with their squeeze, their side piece or their main piece, the two-piece with the biscuit, or if you see them at the Cancun Island, or if you see them clubbing and partying, you would say, hey, man, that person needs to be in the gym. They need to be working out. It's been 30 years. It's been 30 years, Law. They should be in the gym. But when they go to the gym, then they say, hey, man, you're hyping them. What they supposed to do? In the words of Tyrese.
What more do you want from me?
What more do you want from them? Like, what y'all want me to do, man? What y'all want me to do? Yeah. So that's the situation there. But I would tell you guys that every year during the off season, I guess a lot of people lose their love and adulations for this team, and that's just what it is. Danny, man, appreciate you the biggest. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you. Dirty Sanchez, man. Come on, man, with it. Appreciate you. Cowboy fans complain about the sky being blue. Yeah, man, it's not actually blue. See, the only reason why the sky is blue is because it's the reflection from the dome that is really over this world, and it's the reflection of the ocean from the atmosphere. You know, that's what you're going to get. Yeah, but it's not about him as well. It's about all of these guys. Overshown. We need to see what he can bring to the table. He's been working out hard on his craft to see what he can bring out. On top of that, it's also, I've seen Izzy been working to get his name cleared, because a lot of times when we talked about Dan Quinn and his philosophy last year, remember, he said he came back for his people. He came back for his people, his players. What if I told you not all of his players was his players? So now you get a chance to having a clean sheet of paper, right? And now he can write his own notes down. I'm talking about Izzy, because he got now in the wings and in everything, he got this dude right here.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're too damn soft.
Yeah.
I just hate mistakes. Hate mistakes.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. So he got his people that he had to look out for. Now all of that's gone. Every tub, old folks say this, every tub must sit on his own bottom. Let me say this again. Every tub must sit on his own bottom. Now Izzy can go in there and showcase his talent and showcase his skill sets. JB2 said it's the firmament. You know, we're not going to get into that conversation. You already know how that go. You already know how that go, man. Hey, man, the earth is flat, man. Now the earth is round, man. We in the dome. We in the firmament, you know. Boy, we be all day, man. They'll come on this thing and knock her. They would absolutely. FBI, open up. All right, we got a first person to jump on in, man. I got my dog, man. What's good with you, man?
Oh, man, what's up, Law?
I can't hear you. First, now I can hear you now. Get all situated.
You can hear me, Law.
Yeah, man, but it's like ventriloquist, Brandon, man. You know, you moving, but your mouth ain't matched up with what you're saying.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, bro.
Yeah, I know Law like to try to do them games.
Hey, the Cowboys off season, man. This is, a freestyle show. So whatever you want to talk about, let's go.
Well, Law, I want to get into what Tad Prescott was saying.
On which topic?
He was talking about the well,
Hello?
Are you still there, Law?
Yeah, I'm still there. You went away and came back. I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
I was like,
you
what was
said
that?
Tad and you ran and he came back.
Man.
So talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Dak Prescott must be watching. He said something that we got to just point out the obvious, guys. Whatever you feel, man, I hear a double talking.
Man, we'll look, roll with it, bro. You're live. Give a thumb up, man. God, dog, boy, what's going on?
I'm here, Law.
Don't have me get to pushing the buttons
No,
over here, man.
I'm here, Law.
You here? All right, come on, go with it, man, because I got to leave at the top of the hour. So go ahead with it.
I got you. Okay, now, he was saying something about the front office. I pretty much agree. We don't do nothing with the money we have.
Right.
Regardless of what you feel about that, they're waiting too long to get to whatever the conclusion is going to be. We don't spend in free agency.
Right.
We're banking on draft picks. I just think Tad Prescott was 100% right. Like, I don't have any argument against what he's saying. We don't have a running back. We're missing offensive linemen. We're banking on undrafted guys. At this point, like, I agree with Tad Prescott. I hate to say that, but it's just true.
Oh my goodness, man. I could not believe it, bro. So when I was saying that all of these years, right? Hey, we need help with number 4. And now you are literally saying the same thing, basically, in so many ways. It's just a different way, a different angle. I'll never ever think in a million years, Brandon, that you would see the light, bro. You would see the light.
That's you making my words.
I'm gonna take your words and stretch it like Armstrong now.
Because that I'm the person that brung up on your show. We had Amari Cooper, we had CD, we had Michael Gallup, we had Cedric Wilson, we've had plenty of help for that, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm just saying our front office has been at turtle pace on trying to get the team situated.
Right.
And look,
I agree, because that was something that me and MJ was talking about. He was saying that, hey, Brandon gonna get you. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Because I had to review it and listen back to what he was saying. And I would say out of these last 3 seasons, 2021 should have been the closest way of us winning it all. That was the time that we should have made it further, even than what we did last season. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we didn't really have the immense amount of holes that we had as it relates to our defensive side of the coin, and we had the more firepower with our offense. But the problem was our team with 14 penalties, some was not even accepted. We were a very undisciplined team. We were a team that I even said I was angry and upset at Mike McCarthy for saying that his team seemed timid and nervous. And I was sitting there like, wait a minute, you get all the way to the dance, it's at your house, and you get the 49ers to come through there with the boombox playing Super Gremlin, and your team wasn't ready to fight? Come on, man, I wasn't accepting that. So that's why I put all of that on the coaching staff. I put it on the also Kellen Moore for not utilizing all of his weapons, and I put it on Dak too, at the end of the day. But I get it. We can't just isolate it and say that it was only Dak Prescott, though. But go ahead.
Law. Let me go to this point first. Law, I keep bringing up every time when y'all bring this up, Mike McCarthy was not talking about any practice squad guys. He wasn't talking about the 53rd guy. He was talking about some of your bigger stars was nervous. And he said this 2 years. He said that. Who you think he was talking about? And if you don't know who he was talking about, look on the sideline. He had a dumb look every time everything go wrong. He had that same dumb look. So y'all look it up.
Hey, I get that. I get that. So, and there was another caller last week. Boy, y'all be calling in. And I said this right here. How can we get that face from Dak Prescott? Face longer than Jay Lendo's chin. How do we remove that? By taking some of the responsibilities away.
But Law, what happened to that? Because you didn't preach nothing about that. I didn't hear nothing from Law Nation saying the formula. Now Law love to be insightful in the off season after we lost. Guys, I want to calm down. Guys.
Yeah, calm down. Keep going.
Guys,
Yeah.
Guys and girls in the chat. Ask Law Nation, has he said formula at least 5 times this season? He has not. Law Nation did not bring up any formula. Only thing Law Nation talked about is our quarterback is an MVP conversation. Law Nation used to say, keep Dak in between
25,
22 to 25 passes,
yeah.
and run the ball. Law Nation got caught up in the hype. That's what I blame Law Nation, because Law Nation know better. He did not hold Dak Prescott's feet to the fire. That's what makes me mad. We knew this. We could have foreseen this. When you ask Dak to do more than what he's capable of doing, he gonna blow it up. That's just the truth.
Well, you remember I was saying up to the first 5 weeks. You remember this? I'm saying depth of 1,000 cuts.
Yes, you were.
I said keep it short to intermediate. Let's go ahead. This defense is good enough to create turnovers, takeaways, scoops, and scores. That was the whole argument. And on top of that, we were talking about the fact that, hey, when it's time to go deep, I need for Dak Prescott to go deep. That was my conversational piece for the first 5 weeks. Well, hold on. This is what my stance was even with Dak Prescott. I said for the first 5 weeks, it appears that he's in the car with one of his relatives. And I said, man, it seems as if, though, they were telling him how to drive when he just needs to drive the whip himself. Now, granted, when they open up the playbook a little bit more, Dak Prescott went on that run for week 6 all the way to the end part of the year. That's also opened up, dangerous lamb. But at that time, before that time frame, a lot of people were out on this team because the offense looked very porous. And the 3-ladder and the 4-ladder network said, well, what will happen when the team no longer get turnovers, scoops, and scores? What happened when X, Y, and Z things happen? But they didn't apply that to the 49ers. And then at the end of the year, they gave all of the credit for the Ravens for doing the very much so thing that they complained about the Cowboys been able to do for week 1 and week 2. They gave all of their credits for that. Wait a minute.
We're not doing that.
Come on, man.
We're not doing that.
Oh, they gave the Ravens all of the credit.
So did Lamar Jackson. So did Josh Allen. Man, these are loser intangibles. That's what loser Cowboy fans do. Well, Jalen Hurts them had a collect. Look, let's move the conversation forward a little bit longer.
Okay, go ahead. This is good dialogue. I love it. Keep going.
Our offense, is it as it stands right now? Is our offense better right now? Is it better right now than it was this previous season that we lost to Green Bay?
Offensively, is it better now?
Because defensively, I think we're better. Because you get Trayvon Diggs back.
And you get Diggs back. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. So I look at it right here. We haven't gained nor lost.
Huh?
We lost Tony Pollard.
Who you running back?
Tyron Smith.
Who you left out?
We lost Tony Pollard, Tyron Smith, and Tyler Biadasz.
Who you center?
We don't know. So we haven't gained nor lost. We still at that mute spot.
Losing Tyron Smith is not a gain or a loss. What?
No, it's not. It's not a tangible gain or loss for right now. We're at a mute spot. We're at a mute point right now.
So losing a Hall of Fame left tackle who played 13 games is not a loss.
Man, that is equivalent to, yes, that is a loss. But right now we haven't gained. We don't know. It's the unknown. We are entering into that. Because what if I told you we go into this particular draft? It's still March, by the way. We go into this draft and then we go get Troy, or we go get the Jackson Powers kid. It's so many unknowns. I don't know, but as of right now, it's neither gain nor loss. So let me tell you this. Let me ask you this. So you think that this particular team won't? I guess you would say that Tyron Smith is a difference maker of 12 games, 5 games. 6 games, 4 games, 2 games.
When Tyron Smith wasn't there, the offensive line wasn't bad. But tell me, I don't know what our offensive line gonna look when we know for a fact we're never gonna get Tyron Smith back. So we're gonna have to roll with. Are we moving Tyler Smith to the left tackle? Or are we keeping him at left guard?
Man, those are the unknown things. I would say this though. At the end of the day,
we need to know this though, Law. We trying to win a Super Bowl. Some of y'all want to win 12 games and no playoff games. I want to win a Super Bowl. So tell me how we get there with 2 of our 5 starting offensive line no longer here, no running back, no second receiver to throw the ball to. How do we win a Super Bowl, Law? Y'all want to tell me how to make Dak look better? How do we win a Super Bowl?
There we go. We make Dak look better by going into this particular situation. This what it is. They are already looking at this team as what they did last season up until this point, and they said to themselves, how many years Tyron Smith been here?
Time, like, what, 13, 14?
And how many Super Bowls we got with him here?
Come on, don't do that.
No,
Please,
I just need to give me the answer. How many?
Zero.
So they're looking at it like that. Unfortunately, that's how the Joneses think.
And
so
I don't disagree with that. I agree with you. I agree. We run our franchise like a mom and pop shop, but we the biggest brand in sports. But we run it like, hey, son, make sure you clip and cut the edges around it so we can save some money. We don't need to save money.
But I'm not being crass because I know for sure we are a better team with Tyron. But at this point, I'm not taking that debate away from the table. But what I'm saying is that the Cowboys had already made up their mind that they're going into this draft to either improve on the offensive line or to improve on this running back room. They need to improve on these things. 3 areas where the Cowboys ultimately need to look at: offensive line, defensive line, running back game. They need to look into those things. They don't need to go out there with the 24th pick and draft a wide receiver, or with the 24th pick draft a safety or something like that. They better go out there and find offensive line, defensive line, running back, somewhere, shape, form, or fashion in this draft.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Go ahead.
Because I remember when I said the other day, I was like, hey, let's possibly think about trading Trayvon Diggs. And you were like, I wish you would have talked about Dak, which lets me know you thought that was a horrible idea. So, okay, Law, you know we have multiple needs. If somebody offered you a second or third from Zach Martin, would you take it?
No.
I'm going to ask this question again without Zach Martin. Would you be willing to flip either Micah, CD, or Trayvon Diggs? Come on, Law. Answer the question.
No. I'm giving you the answers. No.
Law. Oh. But you agree we have holes. Like,
we got holes.
If we're going to be a pedestrian offense, because that's what it's looking like, what would be wrong with trying to flip one of those players?
Those moves is what they say, would you cut your nose off to spite your face?
Can't you argue with doing that now? We're going our quarterback going into a 1-year option, head coach 1-year option. Law, we're in rebuild. They just haven't told nobody.
Look, I would get it if this team was 5-12. And you had the talents of the possibilities like a Parsons, like a Diggs, etc. But we are not 5-12. We were 12-5. We don't need to do catastrophic things, right? We don't need to cut the whole leg off. We only need to cut the toe, So they cut the toe with Tyron. They didn't cut the whole leg off, and they can still move around. Ask Prime. Ooh, my bad. I didn't try to use Prime time like that. But hey, but you know what I'm saying? They ain't cutting the whole things off, man. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that, Law. All I'm saying is we're gonna have to do something. And if you saying, well, we're gonna draft some players and we're gonna do one for the gift, Law, we're not trying to win the Super Bowl. We have to go get, to me, I know you don't like this, but Xavier Howard, come on, let's go get another corner.
You can get him without cutting the whole leg off. You can go get Xavier Howard. You can go get Justin Simmons to a degree. You don't have to cut the whole foot off or the leg.
I agree with that, but it seems like the Cowboys are not willing to spend money. That's the only reason why I brought that up. I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying as something to think about.
Well, hey man, I wouldn't think about moving on from at this time. I can say this, and I know Parsons gets some bad flack or what have you because he got the podcast Parson thing going. But I can tell you, he's still generational.
Absolutely.
Just because a team of coaches don't know how to play him, don't mean that he need to be tradable. And on top of that, even I can say to a degree, Trayvon Diggs is damn near close to being generational himself. And we were teased last season with Trayvon Diggs on one side. Gilly on the other side and Deron Bland down inside as that nickel corner. Man, we were teased. We were teased. We're looking juggernauts.
We was looking 85 Bears. I don't. Like, my only point of bringing it up is how do we make the team better? Not that I want to get rid. I want to get rid of Dak. If you want me to get rid, I'm just saying how do we? Because we're going to clearly probably gonna sign Dak. My thing is, how do we? Because he need players around him. Why are we moving slow on putting players around Dak Prescott?
Because of the front office and what you said when we opened up this dialogue, even with Tad Prescott. He was saying that even with Jalen Hurts, he had a A.J. Brown. He had a Smitty. What they doing now? They have a Dallas Goedert. What are they doing now? They are getting more and more pieces, more and more resources, more and more things around him so that he can play better. Now, our only thing is right now is to hope that they slip and fall, right? Or to hope that things don't really pan out. But if things do hit all together, then by far as off-season moves, I hate to say this as a diehard Cowboy fan, that they're going to be a challenge. But even with their pieces, I remember even when they had a juggernaut of a team, our team, the Dallas Cowboys, still put up 40 points on that same Eagles team with a T.Y. Hilton, who was 33 in the third years of age, a Noah Brown, and as well as with I think that during that time that CeeDee Lamb was a little gimpy in that game, and we were still able to put up 40 points against that team. So
one thing
can you imagine if Dak had the most in the immense amount of weapons on both sides of the football? Come on. He didn't have that type of team. He didn't have that type of team. Come on.
Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb.
That was 2021. What run it back? They could have ran it back.
They couldn't. You're right.
They could have ran it back. They paid $60. Hold on. They paid $60 million to a Michael Gallup who had one leg.
We Dallas Cowboy Nation was telling you not to do this. So okay. Remember when they let go of Amari Cooper? I'm finna tell y'all exactly what Law Nation said the following day. He was upset about that. I don't want to miss words, but Law Nation said in one of his little callers said maybe they're giving Dak more of a leadership role. That's how we got Jalen Tolbert. Remember? Front office Dak is how we got Jalen Tolbert. So we had talent, but Dak said we don't need Amari. We can, throw it to the open guy. So we had talent. Dak didn't do nothing with the talent. He did Dakish things, throw the ball to the other team. We lost in the first round, and then Law come defend them the day out.
Oh man, let me ask you this: Have you ever did construction work?
No, sir.
So you don't know the responsibilities of even pouring concrete, right?
Absolutely not.
Can you pour concrete with flip flops on?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, can people in the chat, do y'all see where I'm going with that? Yeah. See, a person who never poured concrete or did mason work wouldn't know why the people wear the long boots. And they would think that, hey, they can go out there with barefooted or bare feet, basically, and pour concrete.
So with this being said, Dak don't ever need to be in front office, Dak, because he don't
need to be there. He don't need to be there. And the way this front office is working, some of the decisions making that they do, you back now. Some of the decision makings that they do, they are out there pouring concrete with no shoes on. And the people though who out there that knows what I'm talking about, nothing burns harder and longer than a slow burn. Concrete burns terribly, and that's what we've been in. We've been in the slow burn, baby. People who never experienced that or know that don't understand it. And they say, well, yeah, they can go out there barefooted and step into some concrete and it'll be okay. It won't hurt.
Dak keep talking to you when you be trying to throw 40 passes a game. That ain't you, bro. You wearing flip flops and concrete. Don't do it. Hand that ball off.
Hand that ball off. Front office, y'all need to figure out. And when you think about this, because I'm gonna let Eric get in because he's the only other person that's sitting there waiting in the queue. Mm-hmm. Think about this: the Dallas Cowboys, they need to figure out a way to just understand that when the teams win Super Bowls or make deep playoff runs, you got to stop the run and you got to be able to run the ball. And, of course, you can't have turnovers from your quarterback and these sorts of things if the other opposing team is able to score. Dak Prescott, I know you're going to say, hey, you've been watching him. But, hey, your wish may come true because they haven't renewed him. They haven't renewed him. They're waiting until August. Appreciate you calling in.
Man, shout out to the nation, man.
No doubt, man. That's my guy, Brandon. Yeah. Boy, that boy give me a hard time all the time. But he came with some good stuff today. I got a diehard Seattle Seahawks fan who jumped in on the fan engagement show, and I appreciate him for all that he do. If you can come on the screen, that will work, and we're going to put you up on the page here. You're live. Eric, talk to us.
How you doing, bud?
Not much, man. How you living?
Doing all right.
Yeah. Talk to us.
Well, that was interesting.
Yep.
Pretty good conversation there also.
Yeah, it was a good one.
So I think Davis is going to be just fine. I mean, it's going to be difficult, but I think we're going to be okay.
Hey, the thing is, it's still March, and heading into the draft, the Cowboys, since we got holes on offensive line, they're going to have to re-solidify that part of it. That's what Brandon also said, too. You know, with the missing of Tyron Smith, we're going to have to fill in that voided area. Maybe we lean on Tyler Smith to kick out at left tackle and you insert T.J. Bass as your left guard. Those are things that the Cowboys going to have to consider. But still, before that time frame, I will behoove them to go into this draft and draft an offensive line, you know. And then on top of that, to make sure that they solidify the interior of the defensive line because we are very porous there as well.
Yeah. And then I think like running back, I mean, there's some good ones out there. Maybe even Zeke. If Zeke is Zeke still on the board or not?
Zeke, he is still a free agent according to, Spot Rack. He's still or NFL resources or sources there. He's still a free agent right now.
Okay, so that would be a scenario, maybe.
Yeah. There will be an ideal there. There will be. Well, Eric, what else you got, man? What else you got? I know you're busy, man. What else you got?
Well, not much. Just looking forward to the draft.
I know, right? Appreciate you for calling in. Thank you for all that you do, bro. Appreciate you, man.
No problem.
Yeah. There's Eric. He one of the mods there. We got a super chat. States here that Common Sense Lab for the $2 super chat and support. We all want to win a Super Bowl, but the Joneses do not. Like I say with them, they have their mindset. And on their philosophy. They themselves, they are the ones that put raisins in the potato salad and say, hey, it tastes good, man. It tastes good. That's their mindset. It's an off season for them. And unfortunately, for the Cowboy fans, we won't be able to see anything as far as positivity until the draft time. And even that can fall to a certain way, whereas we fool around and draft a player that we all don't like, or majority of the time, that people do get mad at the draft picks or what have you. I remember people scoffed at Tyler Smith draft pick, right? People scoffed at Travis Frederick, I believe, down the line. People scoff at some of these draft picks, and they get mad and angry. But the reality of it is that the overall happiness or joy back to the largelyhood of the Cowboy fan base will not be until after the draft. I got Jay Versick says, Law, I would join, but I'm at work. Hope all is well. Appreciate you, man. Make them coins, man. Make them coins. Appreciate you for sending some coins this way, too. Thank you for all that you guys do. At the words of
What more do you want from me?
what more do y'all want from me? Yeah, appreciate everybody for tuning in. The Cowboys, Rev said, shout out to you, Niecy. Thank you. Not raisins. Yeah. They put, hey man, they taste good. They make you. Man, get them raisins out of there, man. Get them raisins out of there, man. Come on, man. That's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Oh, it was Zach Martin they booed. Yeah, the fans booed Zach Martin. Yeah. I think they did. I think the fan base wanted Johnny Manziel. And to a degree, even my guy, MJ, he was like, hey, Law, I got you. See, the Jones family, they did the right thing by not drafting Johnny Manziel. But, hey, I said this on the last video. I was telling people, hey, you can't get applause for the things that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wash your face and brush your teeth. You're supposed to do those things. So the Cowboys, they're supposed to not draft Johnny Manziel. But damn it, we heard them also saying, hey, Paxton Lynch, man, let's go get him, baby. Let's go get him. We were like, wait a minute. Glad that the Denver Broncos scooped up and got him. I'm glad that they scooped up and got him. Because if not, the Cowboys would have been able to do this. Paxton Lynch, you know. So at the end of the day, I just look at the draft as a real strange thing. Real strange thing. But go out there and make sure you make the right decision. It's hard pressed, man, to look at Taco Charlton, who's now playing for one of those extension teams or somewhere in what team he played for, the Birmingham, Megan the Stallions, or whatever he played for. It's hard to see that, man. It was our first round draft pick. And we got TJ Watt, who everybody was saying from the Cowboys community, they have short arms. He's small. He won't be able to fit. And I was like, shoot, I would draft TJ Watt based off the fact that what his brother was doing. All right? Come on, man. Appreciate you, Tay. Thank you. Nothing but the best. Oh, he's in the Canadian League or XFL. You know, playing for some of the Stallions or something. Yeah. Shout out to you, D'Angelo. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in to these type of episodes on this beautiful Friday. It's Friday. I want you guys to relax, chill, and just have a perfect day, the best way possible that you can. But on my way out, the name is Law Nation. Sharing is caring. Share this podcast to all around the world. Let people know where to go. Check out the information in the description box. Salute to the sponsors, Rogue Shop, Prize Picks, and Aura. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to y'all. Rev says, what's good with the fire, man? Let me see some fire in the chat, baby. Trade Micah in the first round pick and ask Dak to waive his no trade clause. Scott, that ain't the answer, man. For every Pat Mahomes, there's a Josh Rosen, right? Come on, man. There's always someone that you will look at and say to yourself, man, these first round quarterbacks, you may think that you're hitting on one, but then you will be hitting on the wrong side of the equation. Antoine, man, I might have to hit you back, man. We got to roll up out of here. But I got 7 minutes, though. Antoine. Got 7 minutes, though. Yo. I got 7 minutes, though. You caught me on my way out. Antoine. What's going on? What's up, dog? Hello. Come on. Where my dog at? It hit him with the. Appreciate y'all. One love. DC for life, not for short. Let's get on up out of here. Mama said there'll be days just like this. can't take this no more. Antoine!
Law Nation, what's going on, bro?
Oh man, we got 5 minutes, man. I thought I was gonna give up on you, man.
Man, you doing all right?
Hey man, on my way out, man. What you got, bro? What you got for the show, man?
I want to think about since we got ourselves in the corner in this draft.
Right.
We could have bring back Tyron so we didn't have to worry about offensive line.
Right.
But at our pick 24, if a Byron Murphy there or an immediate impact player there, would you take them over the offensive lineman that might got to sit?
Well, we raise the blade thin in the inside, because out from Mozzie, you got Carl Davis, right? And we ain't even got Carl Lewis. I'm talking about Davis, So I would look at this whole thing, whereas the Cowboys going to need more help on the interior. At least we got a TJ Bass. We drafted an Awesome Richard. We drafted a Matt. Well, let's go, So we got a lot of guys that haven't played, right? That should get a chance to play. And then we got a Brock Hoffman too. So I would say that we are more in need of interior guys on defense than there are offense, but you have to look into that board and go BPA. If you have Byron Murphy, if you have one of those boards that can give you immediate impact, grade higher, don't reach, because when you reach, Mozzie thing happened. Oops.
Yeah, and even our edge guys, we thin on edge too now.
Yeah, man.
Micah, you don't got nobody but Sam Williams.
Damn, you're right. Yeah, we thin, dog. We thin, dog. We thin. So this draft, what I'm looking at, what the Cowboys are going to try to do, they're going to wait out the Dak Prescott situation. They're going to make it organically. Since Jane Slater said that, hey, they are not thinking about extending Dak to August. Well, what that means that they're going to make it a competition between Dak Prescott, Trey Lance, and Cooper Rush during the offseason. And I get it. Dak Prescott's still going to probably outshine and beat those boys, and I get all of that. But at the end of the day, that's just the Jones philosophy and principle. But what I don't want the Cowboys to ultimately do is they drag this storyline all the way out to August, and then we hear the grand breaking news that they extend Dak Prescott to this unbelievable contract. What you gonna do with all the money? Because all of the premium stuff gone.
Yep, you wasted all this time, this whole offseason. You could have paid him and could have got some good quality.
Quality. Yeah.
Not just pieces. You need
Not
quality
just
here.
pieces, man.
But that's all I got, man. You be easy, Law.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, man. Hey, man, that cut fresh, man. You need to give a shout out to your barber, man. I need to get some of that thunder stuff going on the side over there.
All right, man.
I'm in love, man. Shoot, that's my guy, man. Boy, got that boy sliced up, man. OJ cut his hair, man. Oops, I'm talking too loud. Yeah, man, they counseling law now. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, man. They gonna counsel me now. That boy sliced up over there, man. All right, now I finna get on up out of here. I got 1 minute. I got 2 minutes. Come on, where my outro music at?
It's an evil world we live in.
Yeah, ain't lying. Come on. Let's get it. We about for real this time. They say a prize fighter is continue to swing even when he's down. Write this down. If there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring or mean makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone. Raised voices turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I'll roll with brother, ride with brother. The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who would try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those friends or fans, you should never call them those guys, because they bend their lives around the truth to meet therein. Come on. Yup. Let's go. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Let's go, baby. We out. Peace.